Hello guys, welcome back to Tech Talks. It's been a long gap since we did our last video. Anyway, let's just have a quick recap what we did in earlier sessions. We just launched 3 instances for dev, QA, and production. We have done necessary requirements like installing Tomcat, installing Git, Maven, JDK stuff, unconcerned environment. We have seen what is continuous download, continuous integration, continuous testing, continuous deployment, continuous delivery. We have seen all this CI/CD cycle. Latter part we have seen user management, like how to deal with users, how to assign the roles for particular group. That stuff we have seen. Today let us see email notification. So email notification is the most important stuff on Jenkins, so which will be helpful to notify about the job status or build status among your team members, or as per your requirement that we can customize. So we can say this is the most important plugin, or we can say most important configuration on Jenkins, although it is simple, but it's important. We have couple of third-party tools as well, which can help us to integrate with Jenkins and follow a process for sending the email notification regarding the build process. But let us just go with default stuff what we have within the Jenkins. Okay, so this is the fresh Jenkins I'm just installing. I lost all my previous stuff, so just installing a fresh one. So I'm just clicking the manual plugin stuff. And guys, remember, these plugins are the most important stuff within Jenkins. Actually, Jenkins is mostly dependent on these plugins. I hope you remember. Okay, so this is the most important stuff, and let's see how we can explore the email notification stuff on Jenkins. Okay, what I mean. Okay, it's getting started. So I'm just creating a user, admin. Okay, don't use this password. Okay, okay, save and continue. Okay, Jenkins is ready. Okay, first let me build a job. Let me create a job first. Just I'm creating version 2, version 2.0. Let it be version is fine. Freestyle project. Okay, because a email configuration has to be done for a particular job, right? For that particular job or for set of jobs, email notification has to be sent. So for that, let us have a job first. So I'm just taking this as sample project. Okay, just adding it under Git repository, building a simple package. Okay, package. Okay, apply and save. Let's see whether this job works out now or not. So let me build it. Okay, it's been successful. Let us see console output. Yes, it is success. Now let us configure email notification stuff. So let us configure the email notification first on Jenkins. So on top of that, let us give it to particular job. First of all, we should configure the proper stuff to send an email notification to so and so recipient from so and so source. Okay, so let us set up the environment first. After that, you can customize. You can do some ABCD user. You can configure that recipient for so and so job, some DEF user for so and so job. That you can do later. But on an environment side, let us have this first. So go to manage Jenkins, go to configure system. Oh, responding bit slow. So here actually we can see two kind of stuff. See, one is extended email notification. If you come bit down, you can see email notification. Okay, so this email notification is something like basic setup. There is no customized stuff. When it comes to extended email notification, we have lot of customized stuff, like how to send the mail, what should be the body, what should be the subject, how the recipient should look like. When we need to, like, at any certain point of time, like at what certain points you need to be the mail to be triggered, that stuff. Okay, before that, let us just check this email notification, whether we are good with email stuff or not. Like let's say we may face some issues, like from source to destination while sending a mail, we may face issues like authentication or so and so, couple of things are there, so that we may face. So let us resolve it here first. So once we are sure a test mail is good to send, or it's been sending from source to destination without an issue, then we can do our customized setup. Okay, so for I'm just using Gmail stuff, Gmail as source and destination. So I'm just using SMTP server address for the Gmail, that is smtp.gmail.com. okay, click on advanced, use SMTP authentication. So here you have to give source details from where you need to send the mail. Okay, Mahesh dot, I'm just giving my personal ID one. Okay, then you have to give the password. Okay, click on check the use SSL. SMTP port will be 465 for Gmail. So this one you can get from Google also, because it's not mandatory that you should always use Gmail. You might have you are using some other stuff as well, like other mail vendor stuff, so that you can check from Google, or you can get it from IT as well. Okay, this SMTP port you can check for concern stuff. Okay, so now let us do the testing stuff. So I'm just sending the mail to same one. So I'm just sending it to my mail only. Okay, so test configuration. Oh, it's got failed. Okay, see, now you have seen this error. See, this is why I just suggested you to go through this one first, because we are facing authentication issue. It is because of Gmail security stuff. So let me go to that particular Gmail. So this is a Gmail I wanted to use as source and destination as well. So this error is regarding source. This particular error is regarding reading the source. Okay, because it should validate the source, then only it will send the mail. So for that, actually from Google side we have an issue, because Google won't allow the stuff which is not secure and which is not related to which is not listed under secured apps for Google. Okay, so come to security. See, here you can switch on manage your Google account, then come to security. Here you can see an option like less secure app access. In default it is off. Okay, we need to turn it on, and after this you need to log out. You need to sign out and you need to re-log in. What is this? Okay, see, it is telling that someone has turned on this stuff. Okay, I'm just logging in back. Okay, now let us try it again. So just see, email was successfully sent. Now let's see what was the mail. Oh, where it is, man. Oh, it's loading. Okay, see, test mail /2 something like test one. It's a test mail. Okay, now let's see how to use this customized stuff. So let us come back to this stuff, extended email notification. Okay, so here just like that, for Gmail just enter smtp.gmail.com. SMTP port should be 465. okay, here authentication stuff, again you need to give the username and password from the source, like of the source details. So I'm using this, provide the password for that, add, you can add it here. Okay, use SSL. This stuff it completes on your requirement, what kind of things, suffix you need to keep. See, here you can use content type, how it should be like plain text or HTML, that stuff. You can do a lot of stuff within this advanced setup as well. Okay, list ID, who has to be the default recipient, what should be the reply to list, that you can enter here itself. So while sending the mail, like before sending the mail, if you do this configuration, that will be inserted in the mail itself. Okay, So this stuff, see, this is how a subject looks like project name hyphen build number, build status. These are variables which are having next to the dollar, which are existing next to the dollar, are variables. Though these things you can find in Jenkins variable, you can just google it, you can find this. So project is name is nothing but project name. Let's say we are using version. Okay, so the subject should, will look like version hyphen build slash build number. What was the build number? Now we done it for the first time, so if you run it for the second time, it will be like 2 hyphen whether it is success or failed. So it will be like version hyphen build slash 2 hyphen success if it is success. Okay, so the body will be like same again, version hyphen build 2 success. Check console outputted build URL to view the results. Okay, so just apply and save. Okay, so now we are done with general configuration. Now we have to execute this for this particular job. Now let us configure this for particular job. Okay, so go to this version job, configure. Okay, post build actions, click on add post build. So here you can see the stuff like email notification and editable email notification. This is something like extended stuff. Okay, so click on editable email notification. Okay, so this is something like, again you can see default recipient stuff. So this is something you need to customize as per your requirement. Okay, see, if you see this box project recipient list, so this is, you can, if you have any group or something, you can add that group, or if you want to send to particular users. Let's say I'm just planning to send this to this particular mail ID. Let's say if you want to add one more mail ID, you can just give comma and you can write one more mail ID. Okay, so that's your wish. So as of now I'm just giving one mail ID because I have only one handy. Okay, this has to be, see, if you observe, you can see this comma separated list of email addresses that should receive notifications for this project. Okay, so you can add reply to list. If you observe, all this stuff you have seen while configuring the stuff there itself, but that was global. This is something particularly for this particular job. Okay, so this one you can write whatever you need. The subject, it's like default subject. It is something like default subject. Content is default content, where it is fetching this default subject that the global configuration we did in extended email notification. Hope you remember. And the same with default content as well. Okay, so here we have one more interesting option, that is advanced settings. So here you can do whatever the stuff you need to add, like post send script, this stuff. Anyway, all this comes from that, from that whatever the global configuration we did. Okay, so this you can add or remove whatever you want. Okay, you can add multiple triggers. Okay, you can add multiple triggers. See, I think with this we have not changed. Okay, let us change this because it is showing failure any. We need to this in this case. Okay, let me just save, apply and save this. Okay, let me go to global configuration, manage Jenkins system, configuration system, configure system. Okay, I just forgot, I guess. Okay, so if you come here at the end of this one, we have something like default triggers. Okay, if you click on default triggers, see, it is pointed towards failure any. This is what reflected in this particular job also. Correct? When we have seen that job, you have seen failure any. So what it means? It means it is going to send notification only in case of failure. So you have lot of options here. See, if you want to send before build, if you can send it for first failure, second failure, any failure, number of times stuff, only for success, this stuff. So I'm just sending for always. I'm just checking it for always. Apply and save. And again, if you go to the job, see, let me go to this job, configure, post build action, and here if you see now, see advanced settings. See, now this is, oh my god, it's same again. Okay, so let me add then any trigger always. Okay, so you can just See that you can do it here also. The reason I've shown that is that was the general global configuration. You can do there as well. If you want customized, you can do here as well. Okay, so now this configuration part is done. Apply and save. Okay, so what we did, just let us have a quick remind. So we have just gone to dashboard. Here we clicked on manage Jenkins. We came to configure system. So after coming to the configure section, we gone through last stage, which is nothing but email notifications. Here we have given SMTP details. We clicked on advanced. We have given source username and password. Enabled SSL. We have given SMTP port. Then we have clicked on test configuration. We have given this destination mail ID here. So once we click on test configuration, we faced an error. So we have just resolved that by disabling that secure app stuff from the Gmail. So once the test configuration is successful, we moved to this step, which is extended email notification. So here we have done SMTP configuration, SMTP port, we have selected particular trigger, this stuff has done. So we have done apply and save. Next we have gone to this particular job. After going to this, we gone through configure step. Here we clicked on post build action. We added editable email notification. We added recipient list, and we just modified this trigger as well based on our requirement. Apply and save. Now we need to run this job. Okay, build now. So it is going to build for the second time. Open the console output. Okay, hope it gets successful. Okay, super. See, build is successful, which is second step. Build is successful. Email was triggered for always. Sending email for trigger always. Sending mail to so and so. Finished. Success. Now this is something like status. This is like status. Now let me check the email. See, now I have received it. Version build to -successful. Okay, hope you got it. Now let me go to just for clear understanding, let me go back to manage Jenkins, configure system. Okay, see, if you observe default subject, how it has been received, $project name. What is the project name? Version -build / build number is 2, status is success. So version -build /2 success, version -build /2 successful. Okay, so this is how we got the subject. If you come to body content, this is something same like subject. Now at the body we have checked console output at build URL to view the results. Okay, so this is how we got. Now if you want to change this one, let's say I'm just doing the small change here, prod build hyphen. Okay, so here I am just adding something like, hi team, this alert is to notify build status for, let's say build status of version 2.0 build. Okay, please reach ABCD team for any queries. Okay, regards ABCD team. Okay, now I've just modified this. Okay, so now I'm just running this again. Build now. This is my third build. Let's say last success was second build, it was 2 minutes ago. Now this is my third build. You can see here /3. Okay, hope the build is successful. Yes, this is done. Okay, see console output, you can check here whether it is success or not. Yes, it is success. Okay, this is our third job. Okay, now let us see the email stuff. See, now we received a fresh email. See, prod build version. Earlier it is version hyphen build. Now we added prod build. Okay, in body also we changed. Hi team, this alert is to notify build status of version 2.0 build version. Okay, this is build 3 successful. You can change this as well. It's not specific to, not mandatory to have the same stuff. You can change on your requirement. Okay, so this is the stuff, guys. This is the thing you need to perform while configuring, you know, the stuff like configuring the email notification. Okay, I'm just disabling this because to be on safer side. Okay, sign out. Okay, guys, that's the thing. I hope you got this stuff. So if you have any concerns, please let me know under the comment section. I'll just try to answer all the stuff, and I'll try to post the updates continuously from now, because I was been into, you know, some busy schedule, so that I couldn't you know, do the stuff. Okay, so yeah, that's it, guys. Hope you guys you know, got all the points. Yeah, see you in next session. Thank you so much. Thank you.